Our group is presenting on giftedness. Meet our team. We have Keely Flowers, gifted with patience. Martinique Santos, gifted with emotional intelligence. Alfredo Cucul, gifted with understanding. And Chantel Gonzalez, gifted with creativity.
In this presentation, we will explore what is giftedness, some of its causes, characteristics, challenges, diagnosis, learning implications, incidence rate, recommendations, goals, and a summary.
Who we are. Giftedness can be found in random people around you every day. Mary Curie and Albert Einstein were labeled as gifted, but I'm sure in your classroom you can find a gifted student.
Before we dive deep into this presentation, I invite you to close your eyes and imagine a gifted child as I share this with you. Gifted children stands out as vibrant sparks. Their ability shines brightly than those of their peers of the same age. These young minds often display an extraordinary sharpness. They are able to think with remarkable clarity, reason with precision, and judge with insight that seems well beyond their years. Their brilliance, however, needs careful tending like a rare gem requiring skilled hands to reveal its full luster. To nurture their exceptional talents and help them flourish, these children require educational services tailored to their unique needs, creating an environment where their potential can truly take flight.
Giftedness. Giftedness simply refers to children who shine brightly in one or more areas, such as intellectual, creativity, artistic, leadership, or other talents, standing out from their peers of the same age, background, or experience. It might be a sharp intellect that absorbs information, a creative mind that paints vivid ideas with words, or leadership skills that naturally draw others to follow. Some gifted children excel in mastering complex concepts with ease in academics, while others express their talent through music, art, or performance that move hearts. Gifted children are everywhere. They are found in every race, culture, and economic background. Each one is unique, yet many share remarkable traits that set them apart. These children have something extraordinary to offer, and their stories are as diverse as they are inspiring.
The historical background of giftedness. The concept of giftedness has been around for centuries. The idea that some individual possess exceptional talents or abilities is not new. Across different cultures, gifted individuals were often recognized and valued for their contributions to society. These early perceptions laid the foundation for our modern understanding of giftedness. Ancient Greeks like Plato and Aristotle wrote about children with exhibited exceptional abilities. Plato emphasized the importance of identifying and nurturing talented youth for betterment of society. As Aristotle also noted the existence of individuals with extraordinary intellectual and creative abilities. These early philosophical discussions, it highlighted the need for special educational practice to support these gifted individuals. And however, the modern study of giftedness began in the late 19th centuries with Sir Francis Galton's work on intelligence and heredity. Sir Francis Galton, who is a pioneer in the study of human intelligence, he explored how genetic inheritance influences exceptional abilities. His research introduced the concepts of measuring intelligence through standardized methods. This marked the beginning of systematic scientific inquiry into giftedness. In the 20th century, psychologists like Louis Terman Letta Hollingworth and Joseph Renzulli made significant contribution to the field as well. Louis Thurman developed the Stanford Binet intelligence scales, which became a cornerstone for identifying gifted individuals. Letta Hollingworth, who also focused on the social and emotional needs of gifted children, emphasizing the importance of tailored education, as Joseph Renzulli expanded the definition of giftedness by introducing the three ring model, which included above average ability, creativity, and task commitment.
Causes of giftedness. Giftedness is the result of an interaction between genetic and environmental factors. While there is evidence that intelligence is a highly heritable, it is also influenced by access to quality educational experiences and socioeconomic status. The person's environment and birth conditions may be some of the main contributors. This is an example of nature versus nurture principle. The causes of giftedness are largely understood to be a combination of contributors such as environmental, genetic, and educational factors. Genetic inheritance. There has been research that suggests that intelligent and specific talents can have a hereditary component. Families with a history of giftedness may have a higher likelihood of producing gifted individuals. Neurological factors, on the other hand, brain differences may also play a role, whereby some studies have shown that gifted individuals may have differences in brain structure or function, particularly in areas related to higher order thinking and creativity. Environmental influences. The environment in which a child grows up can help develop their abilities. Socioeconomic status, parenting styles, educational opportunities, and exposure to stimulating experiences can significantly affect the development of giftedness. Environments that promote curiosity, exploration, and intellectual engagement can enhance innate abilities. Educational opportunities. This is where access to advanced educational programs, mentorship, and resources can cultivate and nurture gifted potential. Schools that offer differentiated instruction, enrichment programs, and opportunities for acceleration can support gifted learners. And finally, prenatal development. Hormones is whereby the mother taking a nutritious diet would allow the child to develop in a way that would result in an higher than average intellect.
The physiological and neurodevelopmental characteristic of giftedness refers to the brain and body features that may contribute to superior intellectual abilities. Gifted individuals, they often have unique brain features that contribute to their advanced thinking abilities. Their brains are highly organized with strong connections between different areas, especially in the prefrontal cortex, which helps with problem solving, with planning, and reasoning. Research suggests that they may also have more neurons in certain brain regions which help them process information faster, remember things better, and think more efficiently. This increased numbers of neurons allows for quick communication between different parts of the brain, help them make decisions and learn more quickly. Additionally, their brains are better at adapting and forming new connections when learning new things, which help them understand complex ideas more easily. And the differences in brain chemistry, such as how neurotransmitters like dopamine works, also plays a role, affecting their motivation, attention, and ability to stay focused for longer periods. Genetics and early development, including factors like hormones during pregnancy, also influence how the brain develops. And gifted children possess distinct brain and developmental characteristics that sets them apart, often tied to their advanced intellectual abilities. The first one, which is exceptionally organized brain functioning. Their brains, they feature highly efficient neural pathways, especially in areas like the prefrontal cortex, which manages in planning, decision making, and in problem solving. high neuron concentration. Gifted children often have a greater density of neurons in critical brain regions, enable them to process information more effectively and think at a higher level. Another characteristic is the accelerated neural activity, whereby the information is transmitted more rapidly in the brain, allowing them to learn quickly, make swift decisions, and tackle complex challenges. And the other one, which is the improved brain adaptability. Their neural connections are highly flexible, which aids in quickly adapting to new concepts and solving problems creatively. The other characteristic, which is the unique brain chemistry. Differences in brain chemicals such as dopamine can lead to stronger focus in high motivation and an intense drive for learning and in achieving. Heightened sensory awareness. Many gifted children experience the world more vividly due to increased sensitivity to sensory stimuli. Uneven growth, their intellectual abilities often outpace their emotional or social development, leading to challenge in fitting in with their peers. And also the last one, which is the early mastery. And in this case, these children frequently achieve developmental milestones ahead of schedule, such as early reading, advanced problem solving, or exceptional memory skills.
Diagnosis of giftedness. Identifying giftedness typically involves above grade level assessments, IQ evaluations, or standardized achievement tests. 1. Referral. Teachers, parents, or students themselves can refer individuals for evaluation of giftedness. Screening group tests like the Otis Lennon School Ability Test or the Naglieri Nonverbal Ability Test are used to identify students who may be gifted. The in depth evaluation is where students who perform well on their screening measures are given more comprehensive tests like the Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children or the Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale. They also have the review of additional data where achievement tests, grades, and behavioral ratings may also be considered. Eligibility determinations. This is where a team of educators reviews all the data and decides if the student meets the district's criteria for giftedness.
When it comes to the incidences of giftedness, estimates of the prevalence of giftedness vary widely depending on the definition and the criteria used. The National Association for Gifted Children, NAG, estimates that 6% of students in the United States are gifted. And in Belize, statistics specifically focus on gifted students are not readily available in public resources. And the incidences of gifted varies significantly based on the definition and criteria used for identification. The National Association of Gifted Children NAG estimates that 6% of students in the US are classified as gifted. This figure reflects a broad view encompasses not only high IQ but also exceptional abilities in areas like creativity, leadership, and specific talents. However, narrowing definitions such as using IQ scores suggest a lower incidence of around 2 to 5%. Ultimately, these rates depend on how giftedness is measured and the method used by different educational systems to identify and support gifted individuals. In Belize, the education system tracks school enrollment data, including information on primary, secondary, and tertiary education, but detailed statistics specifically focused on gifted students are not readily available in public resources. Gifted students are likely identified and supported through specialized programs, but the country does not have a centralized public record system solely dedicated to this group. Programs are or accommodations for gifted students would typically be integrated within broader educational initiatives, including specialized enrichment, activities, or intervention designed to support advanced learner.
Learning implications can affect the way a gifted student think, learns, and feel. As educators, it is important that we create lessons that cater to their unique needs. Some of these learning implications include perfectionism and fear of failure, advanced cognitive abilities, social and peer challenges, differentiated instruction, and adaptation of the curriculum. Learning profile tells us the strength of gifted students. Some of these strengths include preference for complex challenges, ability to learn quickly with little practice, ability to think abstractly and make connection between ideas, advanced vocabulary and communication skills, ability to think critically and solve problems, interest in abstract concepts and ideas. Challenges faced by gifted students include boredom and frustration, pressure to conform to peer norms, difficulty with organization and time management, asynchronous development, which is an uneven development across cognitive, social, and emotional domains, pressure to succeed, overexcitability, and sensitivity to the feeling of others.
To help gifted students thrive, teachers and parents can focus on creating environments and opportunities that address their unique needs. I will be discussing a few goals in terms of curriculum development, social development, and personal development. For gifted individuals, when it comes to curriculum development, we should offer differentiated instruction that is designed to challenge their advanced intellectual and creative capacities. This will definitely keep them engaged. Incorporating topics that spark their curiosity will offer opportunities for problem solving and creativity. It is very important to allow them to learn and grow at their own pace, even if it's faster than their peers. Let them dive deeper into their subjects that they're passionate about so that they can explore just not the basics but beyond. Encourage critical thinking, innovation, and independence. This will help them develop practical skills like research and communication that they will be able to apply in their daily life. Provide diverse opportunities in areas such as science, math, art, and literature. Expresses a well rounded education for them. Social development for gifted individuals involves promoting compassion and collaboration. This teaches them to understand and respect different views while working effectively together. These opportunities build meaningful relationships when they bond together and when they share similar interests and abilities. This exposure as well promotes a broader social knowledge when it comes to diverse personalities, which is very important. Now, when it comes to conflict resolution and emotional management, this equips them to direct misunderstandings or intense emotions that may happen from their increased sensitivities. To keep their ball rolling, let's allow them to practice leadership roles by guiding and inspiring others. Encouraging their sense of responsibility and confidence in decision making when working in groups will allow them to not feel like they're wasting time or beginning to get bored. Personal development. So let's talk about how to support gifted individuals in living fulfilling and adaptable lives. First, it is important to help them truly understand themselves. So, what are their strengths, interests, and passions? At the same time, they need to learn how to recognize and manage their emotions effectively. So, when it comes to resilience, encourage them to see mistakes and challenges not as failures, but as a chance to grow, to learn from it. Teach them strategies to handle stress and bounce back from setbacks. It is a skill that will serve them well in any situation. Balance is key too. Make sure they're carving out time for hobbies, relaxation, and social activities alongside their academics. It's very important. Downtime is essential for their well being. And then there's goal setting. Guide students in creating short term and long term goals. But don't stop there. Encourage regular self reflection. That's what helps them keep growing and adapting as they move forward. It is really about creating a strong foundation for both personal fulfillment and future success. Learning needs. The Special Education Unit under the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology offers resources and information that's related to inclusive education. There's the National Resource Center for Inclusive Education, NARCE. They offer support to the educators, teachers, parents, and schools by advocating for the inclusion of students with special talents or exceptional needs. This includes gifted students. They assist in developing IEPs, individual education plans, and provide training for teachers. Inclusive education programs have been developed in Belize through collaboration that focus on the challenges and solutions for integrating diverse learning needs. Apart from the information that we've shared that's available in our country, there's a list that can be researched to further gain knowledge about gifted students. To wrap things up, this slide brings together the key takeaways from today: the definition of giftedness, diagnosis, causes, characteristics, implications, incidence rate, and goals. These points highlight important information of giftedness. I hope this summary gives you a clear understanding of everything that we've covered. Let us know if you have any questions or if there is anything you'd like for us to revisit. Thank you. This slide lists the references and resources that we've used to support information that's presented today. These resources ensure that the data and insights that we've shared are credible and accurate. If you'd like to explore these further or need more details, feel free to let us know and we'd be happy to provide additional information. This slide lists the references and at this time, I would like to take a moment to dive into some questions based on what we've covered so far. Um, I'd love to hear your thoughts and to hear what you think. So, one, what does being gifted mean to you? Two, how might gifted students' needs differ from those of other students in the classroom? Three, how do you think a gifted student might feel in a classroom where they are not challenged? Four, how can teachers create a supportive environment for gifted students without isolating them from their peers? Five, how could classmates help gifted students feel included and valued? Six, why is it important to support emotional well being of gifted students and not just their academic achievements? I would like to thank you all for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate being able to share this information with you. If you do have any questions or thoughts that you'd like to share, we'd be happy to hear them.